What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. NBA DFS video. This is the Saturday edition, November 4th, 2023. We are back. If you've never been here before, hopefully you're in for a treat. Anytime we have at least 5 games on the slate, our article, which you can see on the screen, which I would appreciate if you would click on it. The link is in the description. It'll show some love to the views. But what we do is anytime there's at least 5 games, we'll have 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. At every single position. And at the end, we'll have a couple of value picks, but again, these value picks will change a little bit due to still, players are either questionable or probable or, game time decision, wait for shoot around. A lot of that opens up during the day. So I want to get these videos out to you as early as possible, build around it as well. So if you've never been here before, anytime any of our videos get at least 50 likes, you leave a comment, and you are a YouTube subscriber, you have a chance to win a free week of DFS content. That week includes, depending on when you watch this, we've got MMA today, we've got NASCAR tomorrow, we got football tomorrow, then you got a week of NBA on top of that. PGA as well, and then if you're here with us throughout, MLB will be back. Obviously, we just ended, but we will be back with MLB before we know it. And MLB is where we really made our bread and butter. This is where a lot of you joined the channel, joined the subscriptions. So big shout out to everyone there. So anytime a video gets at least 100 likes, you have a chance to win a free month of DFS plus sports betting content. Anytime a video gets at least 125 likes, you leave a comment, you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win a year pass. And anytime any of our videos get at least 150 likes, you leave a comment, you are a YouTube subscriber, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass, normally $4.99. So that being said, what we do is we go through a lot of things. We give projections on the website. Under NBA, we have minutes played, we have points allowed by position, NBA Vegas odds. Those are all free. Then the premium content is the player projections, the chalk, which includes ownership percentages, and then our NBA DFS cheat sheet, which includes plays at each position, leverage plays, big boomstick shot plays, so ones that we are predicting that are going to get 7, 8 times value. And then we also have optimal lineups. Now, the optimal lineups, they are part of it. They are a great starting point. They are not a copy-paste. If you're looking for a copy-paste lineups, go find a lineup seller. That's not what we do. We give you so much information that hopefully you can build around. Also, we still have 2 coupon codes left. If you sign up FTA Plus, click the yearly pass, normally $199. Use the promo code Thursday, all one word, all capital letters. Get it for $75 today. Two passes left, so whenever those are up, it is up. So that being said, let's jump into it. So looking at Vegas odds here, I wanted to go with DraftKings book, and here's another thing. I showed in the video yesterday that I was doing a $10 to $1,000 journey, and that's most likely it's just going to be sports betting. And what I'm going to do is in our Discord, I'm going to put a Discord, I'm going to make a channel, and I'm going to post the $10 to $1,000 journey where I'm going to start with $10, make a bet, whether or not it's a straight bet, whether or not it's a parlay, whatever it is, that will be in there. So it's not going to be every single night. It'll be when we feel confident about it. So that'll be in the Discord as well, and you can find the link down below. So looking at this, we do have a game at noon, which we're not going to cover. So we do have a 6 p.m. start time. We've got 7 games on the slate. We've got the Lakers at the Magic. Lakers are opening up as a 3.5 point favorite, and we've got a 218.5 total. So later on during the day, definitely go check out the NBA Vegas odds, and you can kind of see where the line opened and where it is currently, whenever the time is. And you can kind of see where Vegas thinks the games might go, and that might make it a little bit easier to build lineups with. So we got Boston at Brooklyn. We've got Boston as a 9.5 point favorite. The blowout potential is huge here. Definitely something to pay attention to. We saw Boston blow out their last game, and it just depends if you can find those players for Boston that are going to be playing 30, 30 plus minutes that contribute to those scores, then it's okay to use Boston players. So definitely something to pay attention to, but we do have a 229.5 over under, so we are looking at that. And then Utah at Minnesota, we've got a Minnesota is a 7-point favorite, over under of 227.5. Now, why is it not showing all of the games? Let me see if these lines are up here. They might not all be out yet, because I have to record this the night before, because I've got a sick kid with hand, foot, mouth, which I've never seen before, and she's got her whole tongue is all blistered. I think I'm getting it too, so I'm doing it while she's asleep. I don't know how much I'll be around the computer this weekend, so I want to just be completely transparent with you to let you guys know that that's kind of the thought. Okay, so we've got Charlotte, Indiana, the Pacers, 236.5 over under. Pacers are 3.5-point favorite. We got Hawks at the Pelicans. Pelicans are 3.5-point favorite here with a 231.5 over under, so that could be a very good game to target. You've got the Lakers at Orlando, like I said, 218.5 minus 3.5 for Lakers. Boston and Brooklyn, Boston 9.5, 229.5 over under. We've got Sacramento at the Rockets. Sacramento is a 2.5-point favorite, 220.5 over under. Utah at Minnesota, Minnesota 7.5-point favorite, 226.5 over under. And then the Bulls at the Nuggets. We've got, this one will probably be a blowout here, but we've got Chicago Bulls at the Nuggets, with the Nuggets being 10.5-point favorites, 216.5 total here. So definitely blowout potential for the Nuggets, but I think that's going to be Jokic here. So we're going to take advantage of that. So those are the Vegas odds. We will see who the winner is of yesterday's video. So we hit over 50 likes. If you leave a comment, you have a chance to be a winner. So we're going to see who wins the free week of DFS content, and that is DJ Steve. My first video of the morning. Love it too. I can't remember if you have an account on the website or not, so leave a comment here, which will be used for this video, but that you saw this, and then either email me dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp the 1 at gmail.com with your username on the website, or if you don't have a username on the website, go ahead and give me your email that you would like to use and a username, and we will get you set up for a free week. And everyone that's watching, you can win. DJ can win tomorrow and the next day and the next day. You guys come back, you leave a comment, you like the videos, they get at least 50 likes, you have a chance to win every single day. Obviously, if you get a lifetime pass or you win a lifetime pass, we'll pass it on to somebody else. But congratulations, DJ. I know you've been around since baseball. Very excited for you to win. So, that being said, looking at the games here, looking at each position and what we like here, starting from the top at point guard, Tyrese Halliburton at 44 fantasy points. Kind of let us down a little bit on yesterday, but we are back on the train. Now, there are a lot of teams that are playing second game of back-to-backs. We don't have a ton of information to go off of. We're, a week and a half into the season, how certain teams are going to be facing a second game of a back-to-back. So we don't know. So be wary of that. Kind of got to see if when they've played last. We got Trae Young at 42 fantasy points, which I kind of like Trae Young here, especially with this the way the over-under is high on this one, and it's a close game. I think Trae Young is going to be a part of the scoring there. And then you got LaMelo Ball at 42 fantasy points. We got mid-tier, D'Angelo Russell at 31, Spencer Dinwiddie 30, and Jordan Clarkson at 29. And then value picks at point guard, you got Colin Sexton 21, Gabe Vincent 20, and Jason Tate 20 fantasy points. Moving to the shooting guard position. So hold on a second. So looking at shooting guard, give me 1 second. Okay, I know what I did. So I accidentally typed Anthony Davis instead of Anthony Edwards as shooting guard, and it threw me off. So we got it fixed. So we got Anthony Edwards at the top here for shooting guard at 42 fantasy points, Brandon Ingram 39, and Jaylen Brown 38. Our value picks here, Terry Rozier at 33, Drew Holiday 33, and Buddy Hield at 29. And then our value picks here at shooting guard: Dylan Brooks 24, Lonnie Walker the fourth 23, Contavious Caldwell-Pope 23 fantasy points as well. Moving to the small forward, you got Jason Tatum at 48 fantasy points, LeBron James at 44 fantasy points, Lauri Markkanen at 41. Mid-tier, we got Ben Simmons at 33. We've got Michael Porter Jr. at 30 and Harrison Barnes at 30. And then our value picks here is small forward: Royce O'Neal 24, Bogdan Bogdanovic at 23, and Sadiq Bey at 22 fantasy points. Power forward position: Zion Williamson at 41 fantasy points, Kristaps Porzingis at 40, Karl Anthony Towns at 38. Mid-tier, Aaron Gordon 30, John Collins 29, PJ Washington 29. And then your value picks at power forward today: Dorian Finney-Smith 25, Aaron Nesmith at 24, and Mo Wagner at 24 fantasy points as well. Moving to the center position, Nikola Jokic at 56 fantasy points, Domantas Sabonis at 49, Anthony Davis at 48. Mid-tier, Jonas Valanciunas at 33, Rudy Gobert 32, Miles Turner 32, and then our value picks at center: Al Horford 22, Obi Toppin at 21, and Nick Richards at 20 fantasy points. Now, just a couple of these value picks. Now, these probably will change throughout the day. That'll be part of the premium content, the value here. As of now, Jalen Smith, 5.06 times value. Mike Conley, 4.95 times value. And Theo Maledon at 4.93 times value. Now, those aren't the best value picks. I'm not going to lie. For that, as of now, those are the projections. So, if you've never been here before, or maybe you're new to the channel and you've been wondering, what you're looking for is about, for if you're playing cash, you're looking for 6 times value. If you're playing GPP, you're looking for 7, 7.5, 8 times value from your plays. Now, you're not going to get that from every single player, but those are the plays. Those are kind of what you're looking for when you're trying to target a certain number. About 8 times value is you would cash in tournaments. 7, 7.5 is probably the lowest you can go, and you need it for the majority of your players too. So, that being said, those are the projections. Now, these are just floor projections. Obviously, we're not going to project high numbers. We're not going to project 70 plus. We're not going to project triple doubles or triple triples. So, those will happen. Those aren't going to be projected out. So, that being said, once we look into the players we like or what we're looking into, now, my favorite on the slate is Jokic. Now, this is a back-to-back, and I'm trying to see if he's played back-to-back this year. He did right here. He had 53, and then on the second day of his back-to-back, he had 64.5, which that's pretty good. So he's played one back-to-back this year, and he played more minutes in that one than he did in the game there. So, that being said, we're looking pretty good there. I love him. He's the picture of the video and the article for a reason. He probably gets a triple-double, probably gets a double-double, gets a triple, whatever he can get, probably gets it. I really love Jokic in this situation. So I'm going to lock him in there. But it will, I'm not going to build the perfect lineup. This is just a thought process. This is how we go about building them. It does take down, you got to find those value picks at each position. So if you just go to point guard, and currently right now, these are the numbers. So off, opponent player rank here, or opponent rank overall, not against necessarily the position. That is part of the DVP. That is part of the this right here. So if you go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, you go to NBA points allowed by position. If you play Fanduel, if you play DraftKings, whichever website you play on, that will be there. And then you can go through here and rank it. So against the position, Washington's the worst. Obviously, it doesn't, like 26th right here. It just depends. So it's showing Brooklyn being 26th overall defense, which is not good. They actually give up, they're ranked 27th out of 30 against point guards. So that's just kind of a thought process there. So if you're kind of looking at this, you would look at, Boston. Obviously, you're wanting to look at Drew Holiday. Game log wise, hasn't really hit like the best. He's had one really good game at 43.5. The minutes aren't there. His last 2 games, it just depends. And again, this was a blowout here, so that's kind of the potential factor there. So they won by 51 points. He only played 25 minutes. As long as it's a closer game than that, he should get, your 35, 36 minutes. But again, this is definitely something to pay attention to. But yeah, so like Brooklyn's very, very bad against the position. You can look at Derek White, game logs for his price. He's 5,900. It's a lot of things to look at. Back-to-backs are a thing, so that's definitely something to look at. So depending on what you want, one of them that stuck out to me first was Cole Anthony against the Lakers. Game log coming off a really good game. Obviously didn't have a good game here, but he is a little bit more expensive than he was at 5,200, but I will take him, and that still allows us to build a lineup around like 5,400 or find something else. Another one is D'Angelo Russell. So I've been looking at him. We projected him before. We look at game logs. He's had really good games here. His price is going up. It was 6,000. Didn't do too much opening night. Then he's done really well, and his price has steadily gone up. So I'm looking at D'Angelo Russell. That, you're going to have to find other value here. I completely get that. So another one for like small forward would be, depending. So Cam Johnson. Okay. So I was looking at him, but he is out. Okay. So that makes it a little bit easier, because when we see that some other plays are there, we can kind of feel that, some plays you feel good about, but then you're not able to really build around. Another one, though, that I've been looking at, and we projected John Collins here against Minnesota. The games, the minutes are there. We're looking at that. He's 5,900, so he's a little bit more expensive. That brings us to about 5,000, what we're looking for. So, another one that I would look at is Jalen Smith. Now, if you just do this, just put that there. He doesn't. If you took the jersey off him, I'd say he's an accountant. Does not look like a ball player with those glasses, but this is what we look at game log wise. As long as he's in, the minutes are kind of. This is more of a tournament play where. We would love to see 20 plus minutes. We'd love to see at his price of 4,000. You're looking about, if we could get 30 out of him, he hits value, and he's hit value twice. As you can see, 26 here, 25 here. Obviously, we'd like right around 30, but if we can get like 25 to 30, that range is perfect for a Jalen Smith. So then that averages out 5,400. So you got small forward, you go 5,500, 5,400. Let's just go with salary. Now, this is not necessarily a lineup I'm going to play. I just wanted to bring this out, kind of show you the thought behind it. So, like a Kyle Anderson, the minutes are there at 25 minutes. The production hasn't been there. That's the problem. You got to find the minutes, which is good, and then the production. Had a couple of good games. Played 30 minutes opening night, 23 the next, 29.25, and then 23.5. So his price is the lowest it's been all year. If this game, kind of gets out of hand, or we see something, I don't mind like a Kyle Anderson there. Then that brings us, we got 2 spots left. We got a guard and a utility, 5,800 give or take. So we look at this. That's Derek White. That's a Malik Monk. We used him the other night. He got 31.25 when we used him. It's going up against Houston now. So if you look at this Monk, Houston ranks 25th overall. I'm looking at 5,700. And then our utility can be 6,000. So then we can take a PJ Washington or a Walker Kessler or a Mark Williams. Mark Williams, I'm okay with that. Walker Kessler hasn't done much. I've been staring at Derek White, just depending if he's going to get in those minutes. I don't mind him. So that's just kind of a lineup how I build it, using some of our tools. We got this. The big one that we like is the NBA DFS chalk, because we have each position. The chalk, meaning for cash games, these are the plays and ownership percentages. So you can kind of see where the public is on ownership, and then they're only projections, obviously. But we can get those projections kind of close. And then if you want to pivot off those, so let's say Jokic is 70% owned for centers. Obviously, it's a good cash lineup, or it's a good cash play, because the majority is going to be on them. So you're going to be right on with the field, 50-50s, double ups, like you're going to be good. But if you want to play tournaments, you want to differentiate yourself, you're going to see Jokic is up there. So then let's go down the list and find, a center that's projected at 5-6 times value, but is at like 10% owned. That's kind of what the chalk is for. So if that hopefully that's helpful. If it is, hit the like button on this video. Trying to give you guys as much as we possibly can. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. We are trying to make you a better DFS player. We are not selling lineups. They are part of the premium content, but that is not what we're here to do. So that's what I've got in this video. Good luck on this Saturday slate. If you are part of FTA Plus or you're thinking about it, sign up. Check out our NBA content. Check out our MMA content. And get ready and check out our Week 9 NFL content. We already have the volume report out. The matchup tool will be done. The positions rankings are already out. They will be updated Sunday morning. We do have an early game due to the Germany game, but they will be updated a few hours before kickoff to help you guys out. And hopefully those, season long, it helps you with start sit, or DFS, it kind of helps you with these are the projected rankings. Check out the lineups. It's kind of the ownership percentage, so you can bring it down a little bit too. So that's what we've got in this video. Good luck on the NBA. Let's bring home some bacon. Peace.